We have a ZvZ ahead of us. And apparently Scarlett did play Terran in game 1 and did pay the price for it. So it did not go well. Not go well for Scarlett, but here we go. We're getting into our next series. We're jumping in mid-series and spawning in the top left-hand corner of Incorporeal. We have the red Zerg player. We have the Canadian Zerg representing Shopify Rebellion. It is Scarlett. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the Bolivian Zerg player himself representing Infernales Esports. It is RyoGin. Moving out with a drone? What's happening? RyoGin, let's go. RyoGin, of course, currently the best player in all of Bolivia. At one point, that was in the hands of Dark Unnamed, but Dark Unnamed did retire many years ago at this point, and RyoGin has taken up that mantle as the best in Bolivia. And so far, pool first. Ooh, pool first opening here by Scarlett. The drone is here to block and to delay. RyoGin, he's an animal. Oh my god. He's here to delay. He does force down a second drone. The first one taking a lot of hits, and Scarlett will soon be able to expand. Oh, there we go. Expansion's on the way. RyoGin going to be forced back. Does force a bit of an awkward opener out of Scarlett. With a pull first, this is going to be, of course, late gas. Late gas is here from Scarlett. This can lead into 2-base Roach. This most likely will lead into 2-base Roach, but we'll keep an eye on the setup here. RyoGin back at home going hatch gas pool. Standard setup here by our blue Zerg player. As a result, we'll have faster link speed. So because the gas timing here is standard from RyoGin, also predictions. Predictions are open, place your bets. But because the gases here are so much faster for RyoGin, he will have faster link speed, which is why Scarlett should be going to 2-base Roach, because there's going to be a big window in time where, I mean, why bother with link speed if you're going to be this far behind? That's typically what the approach is, but we'll see. As links are moving out, looking to force a response out of RyoGin. Does try to force a response. Lings are building up. 6 lings on the way. RyoGin looking to expand it, take a third. Scarlett pokes into the main, and with good enough control, RyoGin should not lose a drone. 1 drone goes down, gets 1, gets 2. Yeah, a bit of better trade here from Scarlett. Takes down 2 drones. From here, has to pull away. Oh. Link speed, I believe, was delayed. Okay, there should have been faster link speed here for RyoGin. Not the case. Never mind. Scarlett has caught up. Both players are investing. And we're settling in. There's going to be a Ling Bane here out of RyoGin. We should be seeing a Bane Nest soon out of Scarlett. There it is. Bane Nest is on the way. Oh, right. Snipe the gas workers, of course. I was a little bit perplexed why the gases were, or why link speed was so much later for RyoGin, but Scarlett did kill 2 gas mining workers there. So really crucial pickups there from Scarlett. It makes sense. And because that window where we have link speed over Scarlett isn't really there, as link speed now kicks in for Scarlett as well. From here we have a Roach one here back at home. We can see RyoGin trying to wall up. RyoGin gets into the middle line and we'll get potentially 1 drone. Not quite. Oh my god, behind this, nice connection here. RyoGin does trade well with the initial Baneling. Behind this, Roach production has already begun, and RyoGin is not droning. He's going for the all-in. Yeah, RyoGin is going for the all-in. No drones whatsoever. RyoGin is going to commit. Lings, they check the third. No saturation, which is fine. The Lings is zoned away. Thanks to the Baneling, Scarlett is in the dark. Back at home. Is teching. We have a 3rd base on the way. Gases are being taken. Scarlett droning up to 42. Oh my god. Spine crawlers are being thrown down. Now she sees. Now she knows. Scarlett, she's now aware of the all-in. Scarlett's now aware, but doesn't matter. Is this too late? I feel like this should be. But a lot of this will come down to the Banelings. How many Banelings do we have? 2. 2 Banelings here for Scarlett. Roachling Bane moving forward here for RyoGin. There's 2 spine crawlers on the way. Now, the rush distance by ground on this map is quite long, so that will help Scarlett. Oh! As one bathing goes off, there's one bathing left. Yeah, one bathing remaining. The wall is broken. The spine calls are not done. Bathings, they crash into the queens. Roach production underway. Spine calls are finishing. One queen goes down. Second queen goes down. Bailings are waddling in. They connect with... Oh, they're going for the mineral line. They're trying to at least. Another queen goes down. But Scarlett is holding. Oh my god. Scarlett is holding on, but Bailings, they connect. As RyoGin's running out of steam. He's running out of steam, and this is not good enough. This is not good enough damage. Didn't kill the spine crawlers. Didn't break the base. RyoGin, he's on 24 workers. Scarlett is up 10 drones. That was nice damage, but not good enough. Not good enough. The all-in has failed. And now Scarlett is getting out of hand. Scarlett's now getting out of hand, getting out of control. Now moving out. RyoGin has potential to maybe surround this army. Was RyoGin supply block? Potentially. As the wall is solid. Yeah, the wall is solid. Lings, they do nothing. And RyoGin is still not droning. Now, the best case scenario for RyoGin would be if Scarlett were to counterattack, because then RyoGin could try to catch his army. Now he starts droning. Oh, god. Now he starts droning. Also, Scarlett, she was able to cancel her third base in time, get the refund. Spire is on the way, going into 2-base Muta. And from here, Scarlett should be fine. The only chance that RyoGin has is if Scarlett makes mistakes. If Scarlett overextends, if she attacks with the roaches, for example, if she moves out with the roaches, if she gets supply blocked. I mean, there are opportunities here for RyoGin potentially, but has to rely again on those mistakes. As RyoGin has a ways to go if he wants to drone. Oh boy. And again, there was potential with this build. It is unfortunate that this is on Incorporeal. We spoke about it, but the rush distance by ground is just really long. It's really long on Incorporeal. This is not the ideal map for all-ins. This map is not ideal. RyoGin getting cornered, has to get the hell out of here. Does pull away. Muta production well underway here for Scarlett. And RyoGin's still just having a hard time, like droning or making units or droning. Like, it's still very haphazard here for RyoGin. Very much so. Mutas are revealed, and it's all or nothing. At this point, it's all or nothing for RyoGin. He's going to commit across the map. Leaves out some roaches. 2 roaches going down. And GG gets called. The writing has been on the wall for a while here, and Scarlett will tie up the series 1-1. We are going to the ace match. Whew, GG. Oh my god, we are going to the ace match here. And again, like, we had a pretty intense back and forth. RyoGin, he had potential with the initial all-in, just because it was scouted so late by Scarlett. But again, the map was working against RyoGin. Scarlett had more time to build up the spine crawlers. The spine crawlers were not targeted down. Likewise, despite the Bailings connecting into the mineral line, it did not matter. It did not matter in the end, as there were plenty of drones, plenty of workers. With that GG. With that GG well played. Oh, we're going to the ace match. We're letting into Tokamak. Dolan beat Cham. Did I hear that right? No, they're playing. They're playing. They're currently mid-series. Dolan and Cham. Here we go. We're now getting into the ace match, and we'll see how the story ends. We'll see how the story ends. We'll see who can make it here to face off against Reaper. I just realized it's going to be non-stop ZvZs. Scarlett versus RyoGin into Reaper. And we know how that series is going to go. it's going to be a short best of 5 is what I will say, regardless of who makes it through. But spawning in the one-hand corner of Tokamak, we have the Canadian Zerg player. We have the Red Zerg representing Shopify Rebellion. It is Scarlett. Tying up the series 1-1. And spawning in the right-hand corner, we have our opponents. We have the Bolivian Zerg player, the Blue Zerg representing Infernales Esports. It is RyoGin. Here we go. And coming into this against Scarlett is the favorite player. Someone was saying it in the chat earlier, but yes, game 1, Scarlett did off race. Game 1, Scarlett did play Terran. I just sneezed. But RyoGin was able to punish Scarlett's Terran, and again, that's why RyoGin had a lead initially. But now that we settled into our main races, Scarlett is the heavy favorite, for sure. RyoGin knows this, and as a result, did attempt the all-in previously. Can we do it again? Can we get away with it? As we look into Tokamak. I don't know what the vetoes were, but I mean, clearly, Tokamak is also a large map. It's long rushes to my ground, like all-ins, they do not work well on this map, like wasn't Incorporeal either, so with this in mind, RyoGin might go for a more standard build instead. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on RyoGin. This time, Hatch Gas Pool. Hatch Gas Pool. For my 2 players, we're settling in. We'll keep an eye on Scarlett and RyoGin to see how they do approach the mid-game. Someone was asking earlier about Special and his inactivity. I think someone brought up the question about Scarlett. Scarlett was also similar to Special in the sense that Scarlett also took time off after EWC. Basically didn't compete in any StarCraft tournaments since last year, July-ish of 2024. So it was on a very, very long hiatus, but recently did return. Recently came back to playing some open tournaments. Spent a lot of time abroad and overseas. Now I believe is back in Canada. And started playing in Open Cups. Unfortunately was not able to be a part of DreamHack Dallas, but is going to be a part of EWC. Still going to be a part of the Esports World Cup. And I do think that Scarlett has a good chance to be a part of it, of course. There are some big names in the region. Still, I would say, I mean, in the heyday, the top 3 would have been Scarlett, Trigger, and Estrella. Some people did note as well, Estrella was not a part of today's qualifiers, and hopefully is a part of tomorrow's qualifiers. Hopefully. Scarlett does clean up the initial lings. Overlord gets zoned away. We have our Baneling Nest additionally here by RyoGin. As both players will be supply blocked. Both players losing Overlords. And Scarlett is committing here. 14 lings on the way. RyoGin rushing into a Roach Warren. Very early wall here by RyoGin. Very early. As a result, there are less lings. I mean, RyoGin's still supply blocked. These Overlords are late. Very late Overlords. It's going to be a tough hold for RyoGin. A Ling Flood is pushing forward. Still supply block, by the way. Such a long supply block. Aye, aye, aye. Tries to engage. Baneling's rolling forward. They will zone. They will zone, but last lings, they collapse on in. They get us around here on the hatchery. Baneling gets triggered prematurely. Nice control out of Scarlett. Baits out the Baneling. Once again, 1 Baneling left. Only 1 Baneling. And it's not going to be enough. The third base is going to go down. A massive pickoff. And again, RyoGin was supply blocked almost the entire time. Now RyoGin forced into an all-in. And this is actually a similar setup to last game. So purely Ling Roach, 24 drones. Basically 1 base all-in. There's a couple of workers here at the natural. It's all or nothing. Once again, 2 spine crawlers on the way. And once again, the rush distance by ground is so long. Scarlett has time. We'll see if Scarlett lets the third base finish this time. We'll see if it does complete. Roach is pushing forward. Scarlett will delay the push, just buying time here for those spine crawlers. As RyoGin does move over. Heads towards the expansion, towards the third. But RyoGin needs more than just the third base. The third base doesn't matter. Banelings rolling forward. Oh no! Ooh, they shut down the Banelings. Yeah, and with that, Scarlett just collapses in. There's no Banelings left for RyoGin. RyoGin gets surrounded. They're going to be shut down. I say that the Roaches, they hold their own for a time, but only for a time. Even without the Spine Crawlers, Scarlett, she holds. She shuts us down. And Scarlett is looking to make it to a qualifying match. As RyoGin is just out of steam. There's no third base. It was killed earlier. Behind this, there's no drones, no saturation, no nothing. The longer this goes on, the worse it is for RyoGin. Scarlett just chilling. Just chilling back at home. Taking a gas geyser, droning up, saturating. Nice round on the Queen. Nice round. Scarlett just confirming no lair. There's no lair, there's no gases. RyoGin going for a second all-in. And Scarlett has already repositioned those Spine Crawlers. Spine Crawlers are repositioned. The base is low, that's true, but even if RyoGin commits and kills the expansion, it doesn't really matter. Scarlett is still in 42 workers. And RyoGin still is not droned. Still in 25. Banelings gonna crash in. And Scarlett just shuts down the push, shuts down the all-in. Plenty of Roaches. GG gets called, and Scarlett will claim the series 2-1, advancing on to a qualifying match. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Congratulations here. Scarlett will claim the series, will advance on, and RyoGin will tap out. Again, RyoGin went for the same all-in twice. Unfortunately, likewise, the all-in was also on some of the larger maps of the map pool as well. The only worst map would have been Maganatha, to be honest, to embrace it on the largest map in the map pool. Alas, Scarlett was able to scout in time, especially in Game 3. Game 3 was a much more dominant showing by Scarlett. Game 2 was more shaky, was a little bit more haphazard, just because it was a much later scout, a much later confirmation. But here, Scarlett was ready ahead of time. GG. GG, well played. With that, Scarlett will claim the series, and we're now getting ready for our next qualifying match. It is going to be Scarlett versus Reaper. Oh boy.